Okay, so we're gonna do profiles now. Just the side of the face. We're gonna break it all down. Put where the eyes are gonna be, put where the nose is gonna be, put where the mouth is gonna be, chin. Okay, again, we're starting with the nose. I gotta take this jacket off. And we're doing gestural, so we can see how big or how small to make it. And we're gonna see where I put the thing for the eyes, the line for the eyes. That's when we're gonna put the bridge. Okay, got the nose sketched out. So next we're gonna put in the eyes. I'm gonna plot where they are. That's gonna be the center. So gesturally draw out. And then plot out where shadow's gonna be. I'm gonna drop the eyelashes in. Remember they curve around. Follow the shape of the eye to get the lids. And put the brow in, and that brow should be right about there where that curves. And it'll follow the direction of that. Again, just putting the basic shape in, kind of plotting and seeing where everything is. It kind of curves more towards the end of the eye. So take that down. And then expressive line. Yeah. And we can see kind of the eyebrow on the other side too, just a little bit. So now that I know this part is correct, I'm going to dedicate that line. Start kind of plotting. All right, then put my lips in. I can see I was off a little bit, but not by much. That's why it's good just to do those gestural drawings real quick, because you can fix things later, and you get a pretty accurate idea of where things are. Let's see the curves a little bit. Bottom lip juts out. And good way to tell where your ears are going to be. top of the eyebrow arch line, then your edge of the lip line, and I know that my ear is probably going to be right there. So that helps me figure out where I'm going to curve that and connect. I'm just plotting where the shadow is going to be. And earrings are kind of a fun thing that you can add some style to if you have a cool pair of earrings. Draw those in. And we'll do more on that here in a second, but we're going to dedicate this line right here. So I know the lips are correct. Put those in a little better now. All right, let's find our cheekbones. That's where shading's going to go predominantly. And I'm not going to complete this whole line. I'm going to leave some space for that implied line. Okay, come up here. That's where the hair starts. It all comes to this point. And that's the ponytail. Just gesturally putting that in, adding some shading. So I'm going to start attacking the hair now. Lots of very expressive lines. All right, I can see something's not quite right here. this area, I didn't bring it out well enough. Actually, just about there, huh? So that's easy. There we go. Problem solved. And then we'd keep building that up if we were going to stick with the pencil. But we're going to do ink. I got this really beautiful sepia ink. I like sepia because it gives it a little bit of color without deterring from the value scales or distracting you from worrying about color rather than value. It's a lot like watercolor. If you've ever done that, you're just building up. See, that's why I drew out that. So I know where to drop those values. We're still dealing with directional shading. Building up those cheekbones, lots of layering. And I am actually going to color in that whole eye a very, very light wash. And I'll get to why I did that here in a moment. It is sort of a slow buildup, but it's really satisfying. I really enjoy it, watching the development. Start getting the curve of the cheek in there. Building up a little bit of that shading in the eye. Remember, that's very directional as well. That's when we can start playing with that implied line. Oh, this is relaxing. I have been having a day, I tell you what. So don't stress out about this stuff. Like, it's supposed to be fun. Let yourself get lost on it a little bit. And as you build up, you can start giving it a little flourish. You know, start maybe doing some hatching. Just calling. I don't know why I never turn off my phone. I apologize. It'll go off here in a moment. And that's why I was talking about directional shading. Curves out, face changes. Kind of just got to ebb and flow with it. You're going to want to push it more than I'm going to push it right now. But, you know, these are just supposed to be quick little demos for you guys. This is what it should look like after, you know, a 20 or 30-minute drawing for sure. I'm going to jump ahead here in one moment. After I hit this with some super darks, the eyebrows, darken them up, add some value to that. Eyelashes, little shadows. Remember, there's curvature in the eye as well. All right, I am gonna get some undiluted ink. Sure doesn't spill all over my paper. I'm gonna take a smaller detailed brush and start hitting it in those dark spots. The ink really does make a softer portrait because you're not adding so many of those harsh lines. It translates a little bit better. If you get super into ink, try and buy a little bit better paper if you decide to stick with it for the rest of the course. Maybe a nice pad of like Arches where it's cold pressed and bound, so you don't have to tape it down all the time. Honestly, I only tape down stuff if I'm gonna work on it for more than a few hours. Oh, it's far too dark. That's fine though. All right. Maybe drop some stuff in the hair a little bit darker, especially in this area here where that's super dark as well. else do I want to hit while I'm here? Got that, maybe a little bit here. Maybe build that out a little bit more. Okay, so we got it here. This is where I'm going to come in with the eye and the opaque white. I'm going to pay very close attention to my image here. Whoop. Did not mean to do that. It's okay. We can fix it. And then this is why I did that with the eye. So those bright, bright whites jump out so much more. I can layer that up here in a minute. I can get some tiny little details on the eyelashes there. And the eyebrows. And the lips. Right in there. Try not to dilute the white with the water. I keep on forgetting. Little detail on the earrings. Oops. Some good highlights in there for sure. That's what we want to see. Subtly in the hair. Lightly. And you want to create some hatching, you know. See, I'm using my whole arm to create these really nice thick and thin lines up here. All right, and then we're going to do background. I am going to use the charcoal. Again, don't be afraid to get close to your drawing. Don't leave halos. I'm creating really great contrast here. Come in with my fingers. And there we go. Of course, you can keep on building up and keep on building up. Next, I'm going to show you how to draw yourself with your phone, straightforward. So see you in a sec.